In 2004, NASA pointed the Hubble Space Telescope at the darkest, emptiest patch of sky they could find. A spot so small, it would take 1,000 of them to fill just the face of the full moon. They expected nothing. What they got changed everything. Space is not what Hollywood sold you. It's not stars twinkling peacefully in the dark. It's not a quiet void waiting to be explored. Space is violent. It's ancient. It's incomprehensibly massive. And in the last few decades, NASA and the world's greatest scientists have stumbled onto things out there that have no clean explanation. Things that broke equations, things that rewrote textbooks, things that made physicists call each other at 3 in the morning. And did we just find that? This isn't science fiction. Every single thing you're about to hear is real. Some of it still keeps researchers awake at night. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why even the people who built our best telescopes sometimes wish they hadn't looked. Let's start at the beginning. The Boötes Void, the Great Nothing. Imagine standing in a city, buildings everywhere, people, noise, life. Now imagine walking for hours and every single building just disappears. No ruins, no rubble, no sign anything was ever there. Just emptiness, stretching as far as you can see in every direction. That's what scientists discovered in 1981 when they mapped a region of space roughly in the direction of the constellation Boötes. They expected the usual: galaxies, clusters, threads of cosmic structure woven together like a giant web. What they found was nothing, not a little nothing. A void, roughly 330 million light years across, almost completely empty of galaxies. To put that into perspective, our entire observable universe is only about 93 billion light years wide. The Boötes Void takes up a significant slice of that. It's so big that if our own Milky Way were inside it, we wouldn't have discovered any other galaxies until the 1960s. The night sky would have been almost completely black. Cosmologists looked at it and said, this shouldn't exist. According to our best models of how the universe forms, structures this large simply can't develop through normal gravitational clustering in the time the universe has existed. It's too big, too empty, too wrong. Some scientists have a name for it: the Great Nothing. Others have offered a more unsettling possibility. What if the void isn't empty? What if something is there, something we can't see, and it's been slowly clearing that region of space, consuming everything that wanders too close? No one has ruled it out. And that thought should follow you for the rest of this video. The Bullet Cluster, the proof of the invisible. Here's something that will mess with your head. Most of the universe is made of something we've never seen, never touched, never directly detected. We only know it exists because of the hole it leaves behind. Scientists call it dark matter. And for decades, it was just a theory, a mathematical placeholder for missing mass. Then, in 2006, astronomers studied something called the Bullet Cluster. two massive galaxy clusters that had collided. A cosmic car crash happening over millions of years at millions of miles per hour. Here's why it changed everything. When those clusters smashed together, the regular matter, the gas, the dust, the stuff we can see, it collided, slowed down, and clumped up in the middle. But the gravitational lensing, the bending of light from objects behind the cluster, told a different story. The mass, the actual gravitational weight of each cluster, had kept moving through the collision, untouched, unstopped. Like two ghost armies passing through each other while their physical bodies crashed and burned behind them. This was the first direct observational evidence that something invisible, something that doesn't interact with normal matter, makes up a huge portion of what exists. Right now, roughly 27% of the universe is dark matter. Another 68% is dark energy. An even stranger force driving the universe apart at an accelerating rate. That means everything you've ever seen. Every star, planet, galaxy, and human being. All of us together make up just 5% of what's actually out there. Let that sink in. 95% of the universe is something we cannot see, touch, or understand. We are, cosmically speaking, barely a footnote. And it gets stranger. Magnetars, the most violent objects in the known universe. On December 27, 2004, something 50,000 light-years away released more energy in 0.2 seconds than our sun will radiate in 250,000 years. It was a Magnetar flare. And if it had been 10 light-years closer to Earth instead of 50,000, the energy would have stripped our atmosphere. No warning, no time to react, just gone. Magnetars are a type of neutron star, the collapsed remnants of massive stars that went supernova. But regular neutron stars aren't terrifying enough for the universe, apparently. So some of them develop magnetic fields so incomprehensibly powerful that they warp the structure of space around them. A magnetar's magnetic field is roughly a quadrillion times stronger than Earth's. If you could somehow get within 1,000 miles of one, which you cannot and never will, the magnetic field would be strong enough to disrupt the iron atoms in your blood from that distance. You wouldn't need to touch it. You wouldn't need to get close. It would pull you apart from hundreds of miles away. And they aren't rare. Scientists believe there are roughly 10 magnetars in our own galaxy. 10 objects that could, under the right circumstances, produce a flare powerful enough to alter life on Earth, and we'd have no way to stop it. The one in 2004 was a near miss on a cosmic scale. Take a second with that. Now let's talk about something even older, something that's been out there since almost the beginning of time, doing something it absolutely should not be able to do. The giant arc, the structure that breaks the universe. The universe isn't supposed to have a shape. That's not a metaphor. That's a foundational assumption of modern cosmology, called the cosmological principle. The idea that at the largest scales, the universe looks roughly the same in every direction. No giant structures, no patterns, just smooth, even distribution. For decades, that assumption held. Then, in 2021, a team led by astronomer Alexia Lopez discovered something that should not exist. A massive arc of galaxies, spanning approximately 3.3 billion light-years across, sitting about 9.2 billion light-years away from Earth. They called it the Giant Arc. It is one of the largest known structures in the observable universe, and it defies the cosmological principle almost completely. Structures that large shouldn't form. The universe isn't old enough. The forces at play couldn't organize matter on that scale within the time available since the Big Bang. And yet, there it is. When Lopez presented the findings at the American Astronomical Society, the reaction wasn't excitement. It was discomfort. Because if the giant arc is real, and the data strongly suggests it is, then one of the most fundamental assumptions in physics might be wrong. Our entire model of how the universe is structured, how it formed, how it evolves, all of it might be built on a flawed foundation. Scientists are still arguing about what it means, and the argument hasn't been resolved. Which brings us to the thing that started this whole video. Number 1. The thing that Hubble pointed at in 2004, that empty patch of sky the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length. You need to hear what they found. The Hubble Ultra Deep Field, 10,000 galaxies in the dark. It was a gamble. NASA's scientists argued about it. Some thought it was a waste of precious telescope time. Others had a feeling, call it scientific intuition, that something remarkable was hiding in the nothing. So they aimed Hubble at a blank patch of sky in the constellation Fornax, a spot with almost no stars, no known objects, no reason to look. And they left the shutter open for nearly 12 days, over 800 exposures, each added together, letting every photon of light that had traveled billions of years collect on the sensor. When they finally processed the image, there were galaxies. Not a few, not dozens. Approximately 10,000 galaxies in that single tiny image. Each one containing hundreds of billions of stars. Some of them so far away that their light took over 13 billion years to reach us, meaning we were seeing them as they looked near the very beginning of time. It became known as the Hubble Ultra Deep Field. One of the most important photographs ever taken by human beings. And here is the part that's genuinely terrifying. That image represents approximately 1/13 millionth of the total sky. If you scaled that image to cover the entire sky, the observable universe contains an estimated 2 trillion galaxies. 2 trillion. And each galaxy averages hundreds of billions of stars. Some of those stars have planets. Some of those planets, statistically speaking, have the conditions for life. We are one pale blue dot orbiting one unremarkable star in one of 2 trillion galaxies. The mathematician in you does the math and asks a question that has no comfortable answer. How can we possibly be alone? And if we're not, if in some galaxy at the edge of that image, something looked back at a blank patch of sky and found us, what did they see? Here's what I want you to hold on to. In every single entry on this list, the impossible void, The invisible matter, the magnetar that nearly sterilized our planet, the structure that breaks our models of reality, and the 10,000 galaxies in a grain of sand, there is one common thread. Every single time we looked harder, we found something stranger than we expected. Every time we assumed we understood the universe, it handed us something that didn't fit. We are at the very beginning of understanding what's out there. And the universe is not waiting for us to catch up. There are regions of space we may never be able to reach, structures we've observed that we still can't explain, forces operating on scales our brains were not evolved to comprehend. But here's the thing. Here's the part that doesn't terrify me. It inspires me. We are a species that climbed down from trees, looked up at the stars, and refused to stop asking why. We built telescopes. We launched them into orbit. We pointed them at nothing and waited 12 days and found 10,000 galaxies. We are small. Cosmically, we are nearly nothing. But we are the part of the universe that knows it exists. And that might be the most terrifying and beautiful thing of all. If this video made you feel small in the best possible way, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who love staring at the edge of what's knowable.